should aspire for more. Connect with others who desire to aspire for more. Reach for your goals. When you do, you allow yourself to aspire for more. Dr. Tammy is here to help you aspire for more. Aspire for more.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are well. Welcome to another episode of Journey Toward More, where we discuss topics to help you manifest more. Manifest more of what is for you, more of what you desire, more of what is aligned with who you are, more of what honors you on your journey toward more. I am your host, Dr. Tammy. And today, let's just have a real conversation. So today, normally I think about my content. I think about the direction I want to take it and have at least a few things jotted down, right? So let's just be real, because y'all, any of you that follow me know that I can and see me live. If you see me in a live broadcast, you know that I can easily be distracted and get off track. So that may happen here, because this is not live, but it's going to be like a live recording. Just because, I just have so much on my mind. And I was thinking, the people that are in my tribe, the people who listen to this podcast, the people who follow me may be in the same situation. So maybe I should share some of my thoughts with them. And so I'm, in an attempt to encourage and inspire you to do what you need to do. As well as myself on this journey, I'm going to try to be as coherent as possible in this episode, but I make no promises, only because there is so much going on in my life, in my brain, that this last month, probably longer than that, let's just be real. It's probably been a little longer than that, probably more like 6 months, but the last month even more so. I think up into the last month, my journey, there was some focus and order to it. And I think as we evolve, as we transition, as we shift, things begin to change. So, are you in position to persevere? Are you in position to move out of the valley and reach the top of the hill? These are some things that I've been asking myself. Look, Dr. Tammy, you are doing a lot. You are still keeping some of the momentum you've gained and traction you've gained in the last 20 years. But what is this space you're in? What is this space that seems so uncomfortable and so unfocused? I don't know, y'all. Let's just be real if I can answer that question. But the ultimate question that I decided was probably more important than those questions was, are you in position to persevere? What do you need to do to get in that position to persevere? What are you doing, or what is your plan for doing those things to get in position to persevere? because I know that valleys come, and I know after a valley, you hit the hill. I know you are either going into a storm, in a storm, or coming out of a storm. And at all phases, at all places in that transition, you got to be ready. You got to be ready mentally, physically, emotionally to persevere. So my question to myself this last week or two has been, are you in position to persevere? And for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you probably saw a quote that I posted that I was telling myself. It's been a part of my affirmations the last 2 weeks, and that is position yourself to persevere. Dr. Tammy, position yourself to persevere. Whoever you are, say that to yourself. Put your name in my place, in the place of my name. Position yourself to persevere. And then let's strategize. What is the strategy for doing that? What can we do to get in position to persevere? So I had to kind of go back. I had to go back to my business plan. I had to go back to my goals. I had to go back to what is it I ultimately want right now. Now, when we say what we want, it is constantly evolving. So right now in my life, as I look forward, what is it I want? Where do I want to be? What is it I want to accomplish or do or be? What impact do I want? Oh, y'all, that's probably the most important question. Is what is the impact I want on you, those of you listening to me right now, those who follow me, those who enter my space. When I leave a room, when I leave a space, when a friendship is run its course, when opportunity is done, no matter what happens along the way, I had to realize that my goal has always been to leave it better than I found it. When I go back, y'all, I know I'm already crying, and we're just 5-7 minutes into the episode. But how am I leaving the spaces I occupy better than I found it? How am I leaving this person, the heart of a person, better than I found it? And no matter what happens at the end, is it better than I found it? Or was it a detriment to that situation, to that person? Because that second part, the latter, is never my goal. The latter is never my intent. So, what are you doing to position yourself to persevere? That's the question of the day. So that's probably going to end up being the title. Since I really didn't have one in mind. So, yes, I'm still here. My brain is moving a mile a minute at the moment. Do you feel like things are shifting? Do you need to adjust your strategy or your plan? What sacrifice do you need to make to manifest more, to get what you want? What will you do for freedom? Take a breath with me. To manifest what you want, to reap more and receive the reward of the harvest of our labor, we must put in the work and we must sow the right seeds. We must know what those are, of course, but positivity breeds positivity. Light brings light. So how do we devote concentrated effort and action toward our goals and dreams? I keep going back to a strategy that I always share on my platforms. I don't think I've ever shared it in this space. So today I want to share it here. And if you have your pens and paper, if you haven't downloaded and saved this, at least download where you can come back to it. I'd like to share that strategy with you because I found that in asking myself that question, what are you doing to position yourself to persevere? I've had to take some time and go back to that strategy, which I have titled and have created an acronym, R.E.A.P More. And using that strategy to assess my goals for the day, sometimes the week, the month, the year, the quarter, whatever it is that I'm strategizing and thinking and planning for, to go back to that strategy, R.E.A.P More. So R.E.A.P, what does it stand for? In order to get more, there are some things that you have to do along the way, and you have to do them constantly, consistently, and be committed to the process. Number one, reflect. Reflect on what it is you want, what it is you desire, what it is you're striving for, what it is you want to accomplish. But reflection takes some time, and you can't rush that part of it. To reflect, you must also be willing to confront what you don't want to about yourself. And I encourage you to take some time. The first step is to reflect. And then, of course, as you reflect, the second step is to, after you've gone through the reflection, after you've done all that, is to evaluate. Evaluate the good, the bad, and the ugly. What is working, what is not working. Evaluate it. You reflected on it, you've brought it into your awareness. Then evaluate it. Evaluate. Okay, how is this working for me? How are things evolving and shaping up? Is it moving me in the direction of more? Is it moving me in the direction of my goals and my dreams? Evaluate. Step 3, adjust. Okay, we've reflected, we've evaluated. Now we need to make some adjustments. We need to take some time and adjust what we're doing according to our goals. And then step 4, plan. Set a plan. I've created the playbook for you. I've created that space, that compilation of strategies for you, for you to use what is in there to help you on your journey toward more. And I'm not sure what that is. And there are several ways you can do that with the playbook. Whether it's your vision collage, which is like a vision board, whether it's setting your top 5 goals, whatever it is, it's in there and it's there for you. So if you haven't gotten a copy of Manifesting More, a playbook for planning and living on purpose, it's on Amazon. You can also go to my website and get a copy there at tfdonaldson.com. But check out the playbook. The playbook is an opportunity for you to sit down and write it out. Put it on paper. I know we like to put things in digital format, but sometimes you need to just write it out. It's just the action of writing it. And set that plan. Set out what your goals are. So this week, this is where I am. I've finally made it to step 4 where I'm setting a plan. But y'all, I've been in this uncomfortable space for a while where I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, but the action has been a bit muddy. And the last 2 weeks has been my goal to clarify that action, to go back and think about how am I positioning myself to persevere. With all that I'm going through, with all that life has thrown my way, whether it's opportunities or challenges, how am I positioning myself? So my encouragement to you is to use that R.E.A.P strategy. Reflect, evaluate, adjust, and plan. When things happen the way you plan, or even go as planned, there's even time to reflect then, evaluate, adjust, and plan. Some more. R.E.A.P more. So it's not always when things are not going the way you want. Sometimes things are moving and progressing at a good pace. You've got momentum, and yet you still need to R.E.A.P more. Reflect, evaluate, adjust, and plan. We must do this periodically. And I've found that since I've been in this weird space, that I've had to do it a little more. We must take a moment to assess whether something that has come our way is opposition or an opportunity. Just because it looks good doesn't mean that it is an opportunity. It can be opposition. It can be things that's meant to distract you from where you're going. We must assess whether something not happening or coming our way is a setback or a setup. Ooh, let me just try to say that again if I can capture that again. We must take a moment to assess whether something that has come our way is opposition or an opportunity. We must assess whether something not happening and not coming our way is a setback or a setup. So whether it's what you want or what you don't want, either one can be positive or negative. But in order to know whether it is, we must R.E.A.P more. We must position ourselves to persevere. So how you plan and adjust to that will set you up for perseverance and for more. So as you reflect on whatever it is that you are doing, wanting, dreaming, and decide, make sure that whatever you're doing is getting you in position to persevere. Then position yourself to persevere. Take a breath. And what I'm doing, positioning myself to persevere, and then how do I get in position to do so? I tell y'all, this, to always strive for more, to be a person who always desire more, who's always reaching for more, this space that I'm in, this uncomfortable space of, yeah, you're doing something, but is it enough? Are you impacting the people you need to impact? Are you doing what you need to do? Are you creating change? The change in the world, not just in your immediate space, but in the larger world. Because my mission, my purpose is to be a catalyst for change, and not just for those that are in my neighborhood that I work with, but globally. And so am I doing that? How am I doing that? And am I doing that well? Am I effective in my doing? And all these questions that I'm asking myself, I invite you to ask them of yourself. If you think that that's where you are and that's what you need, to do that. But are you in position to persevere? Are you sowing the right seeds? I feel things are shifting. And there's so much opportunity. For me, it's opportunity and setup. So it's all positive. Those things that are not happening and those that are. So just know that there may be a part 2 to this episode as I come back later with the development on what was my determination and what did I do as a result. So just watch me, watch my spaces that I occupy on social media. Make sure you're following me at Dr. Tammy Francis on all platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Just follow me and note the transition. Note some of the changes that are coming. Some of the things that I'm working on that I have yet to reveal. Of course, next week I think one will come to light just because I will be documenting. But there's some things that I'm working on and putting together and restructuring within my business that I hope you would benefit from. And I hope that you will see value in to help you on your journey. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Journey Toward More, where we focus on strategies, inspiration, and encouragement as we navigate this journey and moving toward what we really want, that honors who we are and is aligned with who we are. So position yourself to persevere. How are you doing that? And is what you're doing effective? That's my question to myself. I offer it to you on your journey this week. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this journey. There's a tongue twister for you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And know that Dr. Tammy is about to show you something you've never seen, because this is opportunity to reflect, evaluate, adjust, and plan, and spring that into major action. So the action is next. So take care, enjoy your week, position yourself to persevere, and reap more of what you want. Take care. I love you all. And join me for another episode. Listen to some previous episodes. I'm Dr. Tammy, and I'm out. Bye.
When you're feeling stuck in life, you should aspire for more. Connect with others who desire to aspire for more. for your goals. When you do, you allow yourself to aspire for more. Dr. Tammy is here to help you aspire for more. When you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Believe in yourself, you'll get more. You should aspire for more. Aspire for more. You should aspire for more. You should aspire for more. When you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Believe in yourself and get more. You should